Maths Live! Hope you're all okay. I'm having the usual trouble of trying to load up your comments and your shout outs, so I will do my best. Oh, here we go, I've got them. Just 1 second, let's see. Right, so here is your starter challenge. Following on from yesterday's lesson, you need to subtract, like I didn't do yesterday. You've been given this amount of money at the top, and you need to subtract the amount of money underneath to get your answer. So let's have a look. We've got Sam, hello. We've got Hugh and Finley, and they're still in Edinburgh. You haven't gone anywhere, not allowed to. Hello, I love that. Joseph, Josh and Evelyn, hi. We've got Zach in Kent, hello. We've got Jay in Ireland, welcome. We've got Finn, we've got Rufus, hello Rufus. We've got, let's have a look. Jessica in Northampton, hello, hi. Brilliant. So, I've got some answers coming in. See if you can have a go. I'll just get set up. We've got Joey in Wales, we've got Elliot, we've got Mariam in London, we've got Owen in Bangor in Wales. Amazing. People from all over the UK. And sometimes the odd person abroad, which is amazing. Okay, so following on from yesterday. Now, this is quite a tricky one because we have to subtract the £2.88 from the £5. But as you can see here, you can't do 0 take away 8. Okay, so the 0 needs help. But the 0 next to it is going to struggle to help too. So we have to go all the way across the 5. Make that one less. The one that we've got, we carry across here. But we can't do this calculation because we need to still give a 1 to the right-hand column. So 10 take away 8 is 2. 9 take away 8 is 1. 4 take away 2 is 2. But the other method I showed you, if you're not very confident with your regrouping, is you could count up on the number line. So what you would do is try and jump to get to £5 from the number that you're subtracting from. So for example, £2.88 and I need to get to £5. I'm going to add 2 pence. 2 pence, because then that rounds me up to the next 10 pence. That's £2.90. If I add 10 pence to £2.90, that will get me to £3. And then what do I add to £3 to get me to £5? £2. So my answer is £2, £2.10, £2.12. It's the same. So it would take about the same amount of time to write out as well. So if you're not quite sure, I know this is the formal method of writing it out, but this is helpful. Obviously, at the end of the day, you're just trying to get the most accurate answer. So we have compared decimals. We have added and subtracted decimals. And today we're going to multiply decimals. And we're going to do a Maths Live first. I've multiplied decimals before on Maths Live, but I haven't multiplied decimals by other decimals. And that's how we're going to finish today's lesson. First of all, we're going to warm up with how do you multiply a decimal by a whole number. For example, if we've got 3.72 and we are asked to times it by 5. Just like the adding and subtracting, don't worry about the decimal point. Just almost pretend you're multiplying a whole number, but there's a decimal point in between. So I'm going to do column multiplication. So I'm going to put my 5 underneath my 2, like this. Do my line. I'm only multiplying by 1 digit, and my decimal point is going to stay in the same place. So I'm going to do 2 times 5, which is 10. So keep my 0, or carry, or exchange, or regroup the one, whatever word you say. So I've done 2 times 5, 5 times 2. Then I do 5 times 7. Remember, it's the 5 that's doing the multiplying. 5 times 7, 35. Plus the 1 is 36. So the 6 stays and the 3 goes across. And now, can you see it's jumped across the other side of the decimal point? Just gone into the next column. That is the next column. 3 5s are 15, 16, 17, 18. So the decimal point is just in between. It's just there. So don't be fazed by like, oh, where'd you go? If it's 36, do I squash it in here? No, just go across the decimal point. Where's my rubber? Here it is. I'll show you another example. 4.62 times by 8. Okay, so 4.62. Put my 8 underneath. We'll multiply. I'm going to make sure my decimal point's in there to keep the place values where they need to be. Right, 2 times 8 is 16. So our 6 stays in the same column and the 1 regroups across. So we've done 2 times 8. Now we're going to do 6 times 8. 6 8s are 48. Plus the 1 is 49. So the 9 stays there and the 4 out of 49 regroups. Okay, so can you see it's gone the next column along here. 4 times 8 is 32. Plus the 4 is 36. Okay. I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to let you have a go. I know some of you join in as I'm doing it. What I'm going to do is just make the number a little bit bigger, just the decimal number. Doesn't matter how big it is, as long as you take your time going across the point. I'm going to do 38.62 multiplied by 7. So you see how I'm taking my time, drawing it out, putting my decimal point, making sure it's all lined up. And then it's 7 multiplying each digit. 2 times 7 is 14. So the 4 and the 1 goes underneath. 7 times 6, 6 7s, 42. Plus the 1, 43. 7 8s, 8 7s, 56. Plus the 4, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 60. So the 6 goes across, the 0 stays where it is. And then the last one, we've done 2 times 7, we've done 6 times 7, we've done 8 times 7. The last one, 3 7s, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. You don't need to do any regrouping there because that is the complete answer. Okay? So I know it can be tricky if you're doing big numbers, but that decimal point just stays where it is. So what I'm going to give you now is 2 questions to have a go at. You ready? So your first question is 3.62 times by 4. And your second question is 15.8 times by 3. Have a go at those. Fantastic. It's just like normal. If you've done column multiplication before, it's just the same. if you're multiplying by a whole number, but you've just got to make sure you put the decimal point lined up from the question. Okay. Hello Rose, thank you for joining in today. I love these answers. Hi Annie, hello. Brilliant, you all had your £2.12 at the beginning. Hi Georgia. Hi Katie in Stirling. Hi Dora. Hi Jake and Joshua in County Armagh in Ireland. Lovely, thank you for joining in. Hello Izzy, welcome. Hi. Wow, I've got answers coming in from these first ones already. Hi Leo, hello. Hi Katie in Kent. Rolling sleeves up time. So what I'm just going to do, if you're still finishing, don't worry, I'm just going to write out the first question. Just making sure my decimal point. I'm just going to put the multiplication on this side. Let's save the second one. Okay, seem to got right. Oh, if you haven't finished, don't worry, you keep going. So, first one, 2 times 4 is 8. 6 4s are 24, so the 4 stays and the 2 comes across. 3 times 4 is 12. 13, 14. So 14.48 for the first one. Well done if you got that. I'm just going to put this underneath here for this one. That's easier. So we've got 15.8 times by 3. I'm just going to check you can see that. Just about. 3 8s. 1 8 is 8. 2 8 is 16. 3 8s are 24. So 4. I'm going to regroup the 2. 3 5s are 15. 16, 17. 1 3 is 3 plus 1, 4. So 15.8 times by 3 is 47.4. Okay, so that was okay. Yeah, multiply whole numbers. Just got to put the decimal point in. Obviously need to know our times tables. Now this is the bit I haven't taught before. This comes up in the Year 6 curriculum. So if you're not in Year 6, don't panic if you find this hard. If you are in Year 6, don't panic because you missed quite a lot of school this year. So it's all new for all of us. I've only learned it quite recently, okay? But it's a really neat trick. Because you could be given this question. And you might be thinking, how do I set that out? How do I put that underneath in my column method? I'm multiplying a decimal by another decimal. Ah! Fear not, because you don't have to. Because this is the neat little trick. We're going to change this number, the 0.6, into a whole number. And to do that, we're going to times it by 10. And by doing that, I've now made it into 6. 0.6 times by 10 is 6. Okay? And I'm now going to complete the calculation. So I've been a bit sneaky. Okay? I've changed it. Shh. I've changed 0.6 into 6. And we can do this now. This is the ones we've just been practicing. Line my decimal point up. 6 8s are 48. 2 6s are 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. 1 6 is 6 plus the 1, which is 7. We haven't finished yet. Because you know at the beginning how we were really sneaky and we times our decimal by 10 to make it to a whole number? We need to make sure we change it back again. Yeah? So what we need to do with our answer is then divide it by 10. Because we times it by 10 at the start to make it 6, we need to do the opposite. So if we times by 10, we need to divide it by 10. Okay? Now, if you're not very well practiced at timesing and dividing by 10 to the 100, again, you might find this tricky. There is actually a couple of lessons on this on my YouTube channel. Okay? But I'll just show you. You just got to make it a decimal place shorter. So the decimal point is going to go there. So the answer to this question is 7.68. So it involves a little bit of trickery. So the rule is where possible, you don't multiply a decimal by another decimal. We change it so it's a whole number, but make sure we change it back. So here's another example. I might have 3.64 and I'm going to times it by 0.4. I'm sticking to 0. You'll see why in a bit. Right. We don't like multiplying decimals by other decimals. So I'm going to change this to 3.64 times by 4. And I did that because I multiplied it by 10. I multiplied this number by 10, which makes 4. Shh. Okay. Put my decimal point in. 4 4s are 16. Oh, we can do this bit. 6 4s are 24 plus 1, 25. 3 4s are 12. 13, 14. Yay! We got the answer, but we haven't finished. Because at the beginning, when we were really sneaky and made it into a whole number, we need to turn it back. So we divide our answer by 10. So the decimal point, make it slightly smaller. So it's now, can you see how the decimal point's gone 1 to the left? So that's our answer. 3.64 times by 0.4 is 1.456. Okay. I'd like you to give it a go. That's right. I'm just going to stick to 0 some numbers first. And then if I've got time, I'll have a go at numbers that are something point something. Okay, here's your question. 5.32 times by 0.3. Give that a go. Let's have a look. Yeah, get it? Yeah, mixed reactions. Some people saying get it, some people say it's hard. I completely agree. Absolutely agree. Brilliant. Well done. Just looking through your answers before. Really, really well done. Oh, got some similar answers coming in. No, yeah, like some of you saying, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard. It is hard. Yeah, it is. So if you think it's too hard, maybe just watch. It's supposed to be hard, yeah? You're great at multiplying decimals by a whole number, and this is just naturally the next bit. And if it is hard, I found this hard a few weeks ago, and I'm supposed to be the teacher, yeah? So just keep watching the trick. Right. Shh. Times it by 3. What we did, we times that by 10. That made it into 3. Okay. Decimal point. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, but that's not the end of our answer because we need to change it back for only one spot. So we divide our answer by 10. The decimal point gets one smaller, so 1.596. It might be, if it's the timesing and divided by 10 that you're struggling with, then yeah, that is a different skill. And like I say, I'll put the link up to one of my previous lessons for that on the page. Okay, right. I've shown you that. I know I've only shown you that once. So quickly, what time is it? Yeah, I've got time. I just want to show you what happens when it is not 0 point something. And this, it does get harder. Okay, but I'm telling you it's hard. I'm not saying, hey, come on, you can do this. I'm being honest. It's hard. That's why I'm showing you. If it was really, really easy, I wouldn't be doing Maths Live and showing you, would I? So if we have 32.9, and now we're timesing it, 2.6. Okay. Now, we do the same thing. We don't want this to be a decimal. We want it to be a whole number. So we times it by 10. That makes 26. Right, okay. So 32.9 times by 26. Whoop, make sure that's lined up. Okay, decimal point in our answer. Now, I'm not going to put an underline. This is hard now, because some of you might not know how to multiply a 2-digit by a 2-digit number. Okay? 9 sixes, I'm going to start with the 6. 9 sixes are 54. So the 4 goes there, and the 5 goes across the decimal point. You see the decimal points lined up. Okay? So I'll make that a bit clearer. Remember, there isn't a decimal point between 26. Okay, so there's our decimal point. 9 sixes are 54. Okay. 2 sixes are 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 7, carry the 1, and rub that out. 6 threes are 18 plus the 1, 19. Now what I've done there is 6 times 9, 6 times 2, and 6 times 3. Okay, but I've now got to multiply the 20s. And if you've done column multiplication like this before, you might remember we have to go to another level, and we've got to put a 0 first, because it's not 2 we're multiplying by, it's 20. So we put a 0. Okay, 2 9s are 18, so we're straight across the decimal point. 2 9s are 18. 2 2s are 4 plus the 1, which is 5, and 2 3s are 6. Whew, I told you this was hard. And then we've got to add them together. So 4, 15, 15, 8, and then right at the end, divide it by 10. If that's how you feel, do not worry, okay? I have to show you this. You might be thinking, why are you doing this in Maths Live? It is because it is in the Year 6 curriculum. It does go to Key Stage 3. So even if you're not in Year 6 now, you never know, when you are in the Year 6 and you're like, it's around this time of year, it might come up at school and you'll be like, oh, I think Steph did that in Maths Live. YouTube channel. Yes, she did. Oh, let's watch it a couple times. And it'll help me remember. So don't panic. Right, before we finish, let's do the 3 challenge questions. Okay, so these were set at 10 o'clock this morning. I know some of you have answered them. We've got quite a lot of inboxes today saying, is this the answer? And I'll never tell you until the lesson. So your first question, back to what we know, 8.2 times by 5. And then the question after that is 31.67 times by 6. I'm only going to do the first two at the start, so give those a go. If you've already done it, check it. Just for the... Yeah, it is hard. I'm in year 6 and I can't remember if I've done this before or not. No, you won't have done. Because A, you've not been at school a lot. B, they'll have been focusing on like getting you really confident at the stuff you've been doing in year 5, focusing on whole number multiplication, whole number division. So to even get to decimals, no, don't worry, of course not. Okay. No, don't, if you're in year 6 thinking, oh, should I know this? No, okay, because you've spent so little time at school, so it's not your, it's definitely not your fault, and you're getting to see it now, yeah? Ooh, Heidi's had a go. Got quite a few answers. Let's see. Okay, so I'll start the first one. So put our decimal point in the right place. 2 times 5 is 10. 8 5s are 40. So that should be 41. 2 5s are 10. 8 5s are 40. 41. Let's see. Yay! See? 41. Brilliant. Super. And the next one. 31.67 times by 6. Put your decimal point in so it doesn't go wandering. 7 6s are 42. 6 6s are 36 plus the 4 is 40. 1 6 is 6 plus the 4 is 10. Oh, are we gripping this one? 3 6s are 18 plus the 1, 190.02. 190.02, let's have a look. Yes! Well done. Yes, super. Brilliant, well done, well done, well done. Yeah, I know some of you a couple are out with the 8, but it was quite a hard calculation. Okay, time you on. Okay, I'll give you 2 more questions. I'd like you to have a go at 17.3 times by 5. And then this is the 3rd challenge question. This one was a tricky one. 5.64 times by 1.2. So give those a go. Sorry if you can hear the hum in the background. There's people cutting the grass in January. No idea. Okay. Brilliant. Super. Well done, well done, well done. Keep going, guys. You're doing fab. This is hard, okay? Remember. I won't keep telling you if it wasn't, okay? So. There you go. So line the decimal point up. So this one, 3 times 5 is 15. 7 and 5 is 35, plus the 1 is 36. 1, 5 is 5. 6, 7, 8. So 86.5 for the first one. And then, yeah, this is challenge question 3. And this is a toughie. Okay, but you know I have to put a tough one on there. Okay, so the question is 5.64. We're timesing it by 1.2, but we're not, are we? Shh, because we're going to make it into 12. Okay, because we timesed it by 10. So we've done that. Don't forget. Okay. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 6 is 12. Oh, what did I not do? I didn't put the decimal point in. So I'm going to go back and check. Okay. For once, that was an on-purpose mistake. So you got, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 6 is 12. Because can you see, you're like, where do you put the 2 and the 1 if you've not got it there? So 2, sneak the 1 underneath. 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 1 is 11. Okay, so we've done 2 times 4, 2 times 6, 2 times 5. And now we have to do the times by 1. But it's not 1, is it? It's not 1. 10s, 1s, it's 10. So you put a 0, because we need to bump it along. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 5 is 5. Add them together. 8, 6, 7, 6. Have we finished? We've worked very hard. There's one last thing we need to do. Because at the beginning, we changed our 1.2 into 12 by timesing it by 10. So what we need to do is to equal it out. We need to do the opposite and divide our answer by 10. So that's 6.768. Well done. Well done, everyone, for not only giving it a go and for persevering, yeah, but you've learnt something today. Even if you go away thinking, that was so hard, but you've probably gone and gone, hang on, you don't really multiply decimals by other decimals. There is a trick. Even if you can't remember the steps of the trick, you might go away and remember that there's a trick, and that's a massive improvement from the day before. Come back tomorrow, we're going to keep on calculating decimals. In the meantime, have a go at the challenge question based on today's lesson. I will see you tomorrow for more Maths Live. Bye bye.